heart. I need to get away, take my things and see space from the dark. Come on, too confident to escape. You had it, then gave me away. Midday, give you the sun you need. I'm trying to stay away. Held it in for your sake, all your lies, bitter lies. How can you?
Warning, this podcast discusses conspiracy theories and critiques the pharmaceutical industry. Listeners are encouraged to do their own research and consult professionals before making health decisions. We also invest in cryptocurrency, which you have to be an absolute fucking retard to buy in. Make sure you're consulting a financial expert for more information on this.
Welcome to the Higher Value Show with Cashman and Randall Brad. Let's go. Let's smoke some weed.
Fuck a ghost.
Learn some things. Deep friends and intellect state are on wing. We're here to open up your mind. The cue the truth that you will find. So light it up and join the crew. We're here for you. We'll play Bill, Hill, Corny, Cathy, told you.
It's all here.
Maybe I'm here finally. Maybe I just haven't been here. All of us.
Oh, I'm opening. Good evening. Welcome to an episode of Higher Values. I've got Rando Brad, Cashman, and Investigator with me tonight, and we have a lot to go over tonight on the show. I was not ready for that, y'all. Thank you.
Bravo. Loved it.
Look at Investigator. You place your tray table in the upright position.
Oh,
We're going
I'm out
down.
of here, man.
We're
This
all
country's
going
to
down.
shit. I am flying out of here.
There you go. You going to
Country is
Canada?
Going to shit. Oh, sure.
Yeah. Oh,
That's good.
Fucking A, eh?
That's good.
So I missed you guys.
Before we get into all the onslaught that's happening in the USA, I'm glad you had a good week and a half, full week.
It was 9 days. Yeah,
Sometimes
I left
that's what we
Wednesday.
need.
I got home on Friday. I was actually gonna stop and see Mari on the way back up, but
Ooh.
I was kind of under the weather when I drove home. That's why I stayed a couple extra days. I ended up with the full blown flu over the weekend. So by the time I got home, yeah.
The husband he stayed home, and you had a good girls' time though.
Oh gosh, it's fabulous. I always do when I'm with my bestie. It's so easy. Life is just so easy with her. We can chill together. We don't have to have every minute packed with stuff, you know. We can just chill. I got to spend time in the pool by myself while everybody was gone. It was fabulous.
I think we all need some of that me time every now and then. I know I do. Not to, not just like an hour or two, but a good 9-day. Get the fuck on out of here. Go get fucked up.
Right.
That really set me straight.
I don't think I had shoes on other than just flip flops for the entire 9 days. I did not have a solid pair of shoes on.
Nice.
And when you got back,
nice.
I just have to ask, what was your husband like? A brand new puppy dog, just so excited to see you, just as happy as could be, or was it the other way?
Yeah, but he's a homebody. He's okay with me going on trips because he's not.
Fuck.
He doesn't like to travel. He's a homebody.
I guess I can understand that. I don't like to travel. The older I get, I fucking hate people. So
we're like polar opposites.
People suck.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ooh, we found that out today.
What's up, Scrappy?
Hi, Scrappy.
It's good to see
How we
you.
doing, Scrappy? We're gonna be diving into all the bullshit here soon.
Yeah, we
got a lot to talk about tonight.
It's crazy. I didn't expect Eric Hartman would be dead today, guys. I know it, and I know that's horrible of me to say, but like South Park literally did just make him up and put him as Charlie Kirk
Whoa,
literally 2 weeks ago.
Sunshine is in the building.
And like
Hey, sunshine.
Crazy. Hey,
Yes.
what's up, sunshine?
R.I.P. to
Sunshine
Charlie.
in the motherfucking building.
It's good to see you. Yes, R.I.P. to Charlie, and I can't stop thinking about his poor wife because they have babies,
Mm-hmm.
and she has
Yeah.
to keep going for the babies. I
Yeah.
mean, they're littles too, which just crushes me.
Yeah.
I've been thinking about that all afternoon, thinking about those babies growing up without their daddy.
And before me and Cashman say some shit that is just absolutely absurd, we do not condone any of the actions that were portrayed, this afternoon. None of this is great for society, and we here at the Higher Values,
Mhm.
all of us included, we do not like any of this stuff in our society. Nobody
But-
should be getting shot.
No,
It's a
no.
shame.
He was not exactly a fantastic human being himself. I'm just saying.
I don't know that much about him, so I mean, I feel bad.
Oh, you will by the end of it.
I know. I feel bad for him because he had a beautiful wife and two beautiful babies, and they have to grow up without a daddy now, and
That's always
Yeah.
horrible.
that is
I
And
mean, like we said,
you know,
we don't
he-
condone any of this, but at the same time,
in some ways,
why
he
is this
had
Trump
his heart in
that
the right
new school
place.
shooting?
Political biases aside,
Right.
attention to some things.
Aside, some of the things he may have said in the past aside,
you're breaking up.
but heart in the right place.
Darn you.
Were we losing connection there for a second? I think we all were
Yeah.
breaking up there. Even an investigator was coming in a little fuzzy.
No,
Bill Gates getting us,
weird.
Yep.
Maybe.
bitch.
Bastard.
But
Fuck Bill Gates.
yeah, I don't know, man. Like, I want to pause for a second and double back. I don't know if we can find the clip or if we should even air the clip on the show. But did you guys watch the video of him getting shot?
I did
Like-
watch the video.
Yeah,
and
I've
I saw the
seen
close
it
up
I
one.
do
from
not want to show that on.
all
Actually, I've
different
seen-
angles.
I've seen like all 4 of them
hmm
that have been posted so far. We shouldn't share the gory part, but I did find this one really interesting, and I'll share this one thing. Just it's the video that I shared earlier
Yeah,
because I think it's really
Yeah, I think it's disrespectful to. I don't think people should be showing that around.
I couldn't believe that they
Not
even
the whole
said they were
thing.
taking him to the hospital after I
He,
saw
I
that
mean, he
video.
was
Well,
dead when they put
so
him
I
on the ground.
I won't share it
That's what I'm
because I
saying.
can't find it
Boy,
anyway.
boy.
But, like-
It's in the chat, investigator.
I think it'd
At
be better
one
off we don't.
point, they
Yeah.
had said that he had been stabilized, that they had stabilized him, and I was kind of shocked because I mean it was.
Nah,
What
that
does
shit was in the
stabilize mean?
carotid. He was fucking dead.
But
He
like,
was gone right away.
Yeah.
yeah,
It's,
Like, all
it's
right,
still
so
back up
I
in the
will share it
chat.
here.
but like, damn.
I'll share
That
this
was
and then
just
I'll share what Greg
insanity.
had to say. Yeah, if you wanna take over the chat for a minute for me. So I slowed it way down. Like way, way slow. And like I said, this video cuts out before you see anything that shouldn't be shared. But right here, what the heck is happening right there?
Yeah.
What
I
is
mean, is that just the, like
what's
from-
going on? Is that the shockwave or the impact?
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
the
that's what I'm
impact.
And I'll
thinking.
stop it right there.
Yeah,
'Cause
it
that's
had to
wild.
be. It had to be
But
a
then-
high caliber because it was a big hole. It wasn't like a 22.
I do want to
hole.
address what Scrappy says right here. The security of the event was 6 officers. That
That
is
was
pathetic.
terrible.
Yeah. There was no
Why are
security,
we
no
not,
scanning for weapons. They didn't check the area.
Exactly.
This is what MSNBC said earlier. Gotta love them.
Fucking trash network.
Tell us how you feel.
They're assholes. They should be allowed to have news.
Did you guys hear that part?
I didn't
I
even
did
see
I
it.
stopped,
Did you bring it
I
up?
stopped sharing too early.
Yeah.
Because we don't know the full details of this. That we don't know if this was a supporter shooting their gun off in celebration, or so we have no idea. But
Because we're
Come
all
on.
to rednecks that just carry guns around and shoot them in the air.
Right. At a college event.
Yeah, because
This was a
that's how we roll.
This
Okay.
was a professional hit.
Let me show
Yeah,
you
somebody
this.
knew what the fuck they were doing when they shot that gun. Like, it
And-
wasn't Joe
Absolutely.
Blow off the street. Like, that
Mhm.
motherfucker hit his target from
Guy-
200 yards away,
Here, I'm going to show you.
and it was a kill shot.
I heard he was
Guy
speaking out
dressed
against
in all
Israel.
black.
Because he's a long way away. Okay.
Yeah.
Right here.
200 yards is what people
You
are saying?
see the little dude right here? Now watch when I play. And I can't slow it down. You have to watch, but you will see him run.
You see
'Cause
him
I
run.
thought, yeah, I thought that
I saw this video too.
originally, oh, that's just a vent pipe, but no, he runs. See him? I get shot.
Oh.
Did you see it?
Yeah.
Here we go again. See him
Yeah,
running?
you're right.
Yeah, Sickler. This
is not going to end well for people.
something else.
Yeah, you can totally see him running. And then I have
Welcome to the show, Sickler.
I have another one that shows. Here's this one. This was actually pre-event.
Absolutely. Oh,
Absolutely.
here, I'll take over, Cash.
All right, cool.
All right, this one is actually pre-event.
Yeah, this was the one that I saw.
And there he is laying down, ready to go.
So there's somebody on the roof right there? Just saying?
Hey,
He just ran from over.
I mean,
from over there.
I'll agree with you, Sickler,
Yeah, he's right there.
So yeah,
but when you hit a dime with that much accuracy from 200 yards,
I would say that's
oh man,
that's not a hard shot with
No.
with a
with a
great
good scope and in the prone position, which he is in.
yeah.
That
And
is
if you
actually
know your weapon, which
True.
most people who
Yeah.
know weapons do, he probably knows how to put some down. But he was definitely utilizing a high velocity round. Also, it may not necessarily have been a high
it
caliber
was not
or
a
anything,
22.
but it was
Yeah.
something that was flying, and they had the right projectile tip and everything on there.
absolutely.
Oh, he definitely had the breathing part under control.
hell yeah.
You're not hitting a shot from that
Yeah.
far without the breathing on lock.
Yeah.
Which
And-
leads me to the next part. The part where they say that this transgender person, he was the one popping off. Hold on, let me get to the post. Because I caught it right when he changed his name. It literally happened at the time of
I did see you
posting.
post
Oh,
that.
So
Just to clarify that they them does not mean that they're trans.
Correct.
He had
Sorry.
they them pronouns in his second profile that he switched his name to.
So this was this was what he posted yesterday. Charlie Kirk
Mhm.
is coming to my college tomorrow. I really hope someone evaporates him literally. Let's just say something big will happen tomorrow. Okay? So he this brand new account happened after to take the name, like literally.
Mhm.
Right.
But when I got to his account, right when he made it private, then when I went to type it into the chat, it swapped to this one.
Right. And
This
this
where he
he's
changed
posting
his
again.
name, and look at his
And his
profile
picture.
banner. It's literally Charlie Kirk. Like
He had a
not.
picture of an actual person where
Wow.
that avatar is now. There was a picture of a face, probably his own face. This account was closed earlier when I looked into it.
Yeah,
And
it
this
was.
account at one point tweeted that he didn't do it, but he called it.
Yeah,
I
it
did
was
see
locked. It was literally locked when I tweaked him. So now it's
Right. Crazy.
but it's just full of like he's trying to It's all within the last 2 hours, and then it goes back to the other stuff, but
Yeah.
it was after he already scrubbed all the things.
That's
And
crazy.
then this was posted
So
that is.
that's a they them.
And
Something
okay, are
today.
you ready?
That's
Are
more
you
than
ready?
that.
Here's the community note. This person in the photo is Michaela. Kayla Ultra. Kayla Ultra on Instagram and Kayla Ultra on X.
Bro, I swear, like every
What
time there's a
we are
shooting, I think CIA every time.
we are
And
living in a
CIA.
I mean, it
it's
had
it's
to.
a
Did you see the Israel connection?
simulation. It's a
yeah, I
simulation.
saw the Jewish CIA connection, man. And I'm just like,
So
I'm not surprised.
Benjamin Netanyahu posted a big long tride about prayers for him and this and that and how they were close and he was going to come to Israel. He had invited him to Israel 2 weeks ago. He says prayers for and then hits his at. But when's the last time Netanyahu posted? And I don't follow Netanyahu on Twitter, but
Me
when's
either.
the last time he said something like prayers for an American person?
A motherfucker ain't sending prayers to any of those kids he blowing up in Hamas, but
Yeah, no shit.
fuck those starving Muslim kids. The dirty
This
little
shit was
Muslim
straight
bastard.
up the CIA or the government. So, I mean,
See,
somebody
like,
shoot the
don't
phone.
take my word for that because, like, bro, any shooting, and I'm just like, man, the CIA got their hands in there somehow.
Bro,
That's me.
they literally fucking thought an old man did it. Like,
Mhm.
come on, they hit the old bait and switch. Like, come on now.
Charlie Kirk was attacked by Israel supporters last month and labeled an anti-Semite for defending free speech. So I actually found this really interesting video, and we'll only watch a little bit of it because I'm not a big fan of Megyn
anti-Semite?
Kelly either. But this was Megyn Kelly and Charlie Kirk a month ago. Not sure.
However, an entire group, because there's been many people in the pro-Israel world that have been very sweet, very kind, very nuanced, very Charlie, you were with us, you don't have to agree all the time. However, and I will say this, the behavior by a lot, both privately and publicly, are pushing people like you and me away. Not like we're going to be pro-Hamas, not like we're going to, but we're like, honestly, the way you are treating me is so repulsive. I have text messages, Megyn, calling me an anti-Semite. I am learning biblical Hebrew and writing a book on the Shabbat. I honor the Shabbat, literally the Jewish Sabbath. I visit Israel and fight for it. And there's another article out in the Times of Israel today. I could read it on air. I was just reading before I got on. Charlie, what are you doing? Like, what am I doing? I'm sorry. Like, let's just take a step back here. Like, I'm an American citizen. Yes, I want Israel to win. Yes, I'm a Christian. But like some of the mess, and you've seen how I've been treated, Megyn, by some, not all, by some.
No, it's very irritating.
So,
he got a small face, big head.
No, he doesn't.
It's wild, though. I mean,
sorry, just had to.
It's wild to me that there's an Israel connection when Israel seems to be so deeply intertwined with so many things that are going on in this country right now. It's not wild to me. I know what you're going to say, Brad. It's not wild to me. It makes perfect fucking sense.
Breathing through it,
I don't know.
It's not like I think Hitler should have won World War II. That's not what I think. But couldn't have been a worse future. For fuck's sake.
But that touches on some of the things that Charlie Kirk may have said in the past. He said it was a mistake to pass the Civil Rights Act in 1964 and that black people would be committing less crime right now if they were still slaves. And I'm paraphrasing.
Well, and
it's not directly what he said, but
I'm not going to sit here and agree with that whole ideology. Statistically, I think he's correct.
Statistically.
Yeah, like if they're all slaves, like, there's going to be less crime. So, less things to take, less reason why people less weapons, and understanding of how to uprise against your enslavers.
That's not
All
how he
sorts of
meant
things.
it.
Yeah, but statistically speaking, will be less crime. Yeah, not great.
So, did you guys
Wait,
did you see the video
terrible.
that Grasshopper posted that shows the internet? He shows that who
A
was it?
grasshopper posted this.
Yes, Sickler.
His name's Grasshopper.
Oh
Um,
shit!
Sickler, it's good to have you on the show. Thanks for commenting.
We just look on the
that
Nazi stuff. I don't want to say a pro-Nazi person, but it can be orchestrated in such a way. You know, I'm not, but historically, it wasn't a great war. We'll touch more on that in the future, Sickler. But sorry, Tony, go ahead.
the New York Times had the article up that Charlie Kirk was shot 7
Oh, you shared that.
hours to 22 hours before it was
Why is that happening so often recently, where major news outlets are releasing this kind of information well before it happens? Here, sorry, I'll
They
bring it
got
up.
the playbook, dude.
okay, here
I
it is.
tell you,
See?
now I do see the 7U.
Yeah,
So
she
I'm
does
guessing this is
the
not.
I did see this.
hold on, she does the screen record taken in CEST is
Ah, okay.
0:32.
I didn't see that.
That's 6+ from Eastern Standard Time. So that was 6:32 p.m.
Bro, did they
Hmm.
body swap him and clone his ass and shoot the double?
Dude,
Bro, low key, they could have, for real.
Oh,
Well, it
I
seems
mean,
like they're trying to start a civil war. So, I mean, it's
yeah.
possible because he would be this could be the catalyst.
I think I
so
fucked up
let's
a couple
say,
months ago. I took the red pill and the blue pill at the same time, and
Oh, for fuck's sake.
it just I'm fucked now. So it's I don't even know if I
So you
left
had
on
the
TV or
American
field.
flag, you were vomiting the American flag and shitting a rainbow out of your ass. Is that how that
Hmm.
worked out for you?
And I
No, I
woke
put
up
the
and we
fucking
still haven't
flag
released
over her
the
face
Epstein
and
list.
fucked her for pride.
What is that cat doing, bro?
There it is. It's a
what
glitch
black
in
cat?
the mate. It's a glitch in the
There's no
matrix.
black cat, yo. What are you talking about?
Simulation we live in this motherfucker.
Yeah,
I don't see a
we
black
live
cat.
in a simulation. Yep,
Swear.
there it is.
Yeah,
You did it.
scrapping.
We just talked about that. That was good.
Well,
Nice.
I had to be quick.
You
I
made
had
it
to be
work.
quick.
That's
That was
funny.
So,
fantastic.
man, but what you're saying, Brad, and I've been talking a lot about optics lately, and I'm not
Mhm.
talking political optics. I'm talking about distracting optics brought to you by people that are well above the politicians we have
Oh
in the
God,
States
yeah.
right now. So
It's Rothschild's
I've been
level.
I've been diving into this Project 2025 shit, and I'm going to talk about it again here. I'll bring it up if I can find the right. Because I've got so many fucking. Nope, that's not the one. But that happened. We'll talk about that in a bit.
Okay. Very good. Very good.
Oh, speaking of the Supreme, did you see what happened on the House floor after Charlie Kirk died? And someone made a motion to have a moment of silence, and
That was
all the
Marjorie
Democrats,
Taylor Greene.
were said no, blah, blah, blah. And then who was it yelled, uh, "This is all your fault"? And it was like chaos. There was f bombs on the House floor. It was just. Did I bookmark that one? Hold on.
I swear to God, our government turned into
They
like
act like
it
5-year-olds.
was when I was in high school. We had the class president, and six people thought oh, I just have to do that. And, it's so cool to be the class president and be a part of this fucking thing. And
Here it
those are
is.
the
I
same
found it.
fucking douchebags who are running the country. Nobody cares, bro. Just chill the fuck out. Maybe I
All
should
right.
there.
right, this better be the damn right one.
Bring it up.
Yes. Okay.
Oh, sorry. I thought you
Oh.
were gonna.
I can bring yours up in a moment. So Project 2025. Not many people apparently seem to know about it, even though it was really big before the election. Trump said that he didn't know about it. However, a lot of things they wanted to enact have gone into place.
Sure.
Brought to us by the Heritage Foundation is planned to enact a police state and a corporate monarchy style government. So, comprehensive policy agenda and implementation plan for a potential Republican administration detailed in their mandate for leadership documents. So this is a lot of grok clarifying terms and stuff. The terms don't appear in Project 2025. However, if we go down here, with all the components and ideals it contains, create a scenario where the police state and corporate monarchy style government could become reality. So, executive power expansion. The plan advocates for a stronger unitary executive, giving the president greater control over federal agencies, including those like the DOJ and FBI. We've seen that. Law enforcement and immigration. Project calls for aggressive immigration enforcement, including mass deportations, expanded border security, and empowering local law enforcement to assist federal efforts. We've seen that. Surveillance and data, Palantir. While not explicitly detailed, the plans focus on national security and countering domestic threats could imply increased monitoring of certain groups. How this could lead to a police state, centralized control, mass deportation enforcement, significant law enforcement resources, potentially militarizing border areas and communities. We've seen that. It's going to lead to heightened policing in minority communities, raising concerns about civil liberty violations, erosions of checks and balances. He brings up some counter arguments. Good for Grok. I love it when he does that. Likelihood, not so much, Grok says. Corporate monarchy potential. Deregulation, we've seen that. They're trying to get rid of different types of regulations in the government right now, energy, finance, and healthcare. We've been seeing that as well. It calls for, and it's not in here, but I looked into a Project 2025 calls for getting rid of the certified organic sticker on food, which is fun. Advocate for lower corporate taxes. That came with the big, beautiful bill. Agency restructuring. We've seen all this. EPA, SEC, and FTC was Doge. Public and private partnerships. Plan encourages collaboration between government and private sectors. How that could lead to a corporate monarchy. Deregulation and corporate influence. Wealth concentration. Privatization risks. More counter arguments here. So go down past this.
Is there anything that's actually beautiful about this bill?
Not really.
How hard we all get fucked as ordinary people.
Oh, all right.
Right. So it continues to break down different things, but essentially, what we're seeing happen in real time is the dismantling of government checks and balances, and the bolstering of corporations, the bolstering of what I've talked about before, a corporate monarchy, which we talked about that recently, about how J.D. Vance's thunder and groomer, Peter Thiel, and some of the other people that back J.D. Vance would like to replace our current government structure with a corporate monarchy. Corporate monarchy, police state, pretty soon we lose all of our rights. Talk about Palantir, how that's starting to be a real big issue. I mean, there was the Doge guy, Big Balls, who got beat up by teenagers. He released something like 200 million social security numbers and private information into a private cloud that wasn't government controlled.
Dang.
Created a bunch of backdoors to government agencies when Doge came in.
Not like
I mean, nasty stuff. So why not create huge public spectacles to help us be more comfortable with them militarizing the nation and starting a police state?
I think a lot of this has to
in
do
every
with
single
safety in the long run.
city. Safety. They make us scared. They make us feel like we're not safe.
And that's what
First DC, now Chicago.
For National Guard when they're pulling them in, and they're not having the National Guard or any of them guys really do anything. I think it's a show of force and also a show of safety and security because look, we're here. You
Mhm.
see, it's safe. Look, we're nice. And I think the soldiers honestly need to step up their humanitarian efforts. Come on, guys. You know, like it ain't that fucking hard. First off, I know you're National Guard. You fucking suck at your job. You don't understand how to do anything. But like, you don't have to sit there and try to be all cool and tough. Everybody knows you're in the National Guard. Cool. But like, you can be nice. You can be cordial. You can, provide assistance to people. Be a community guided fucking resource person, and actually help the people there. And you don't just have to be there like, look at me. I'm cool with a gun and take a picture of me. I'm so tired of seeing that on the fucking internet. You guys look like faggots. Nobody gives a fuck. You're there. Cool. Do something.
It's-
Actually be fucking helpful.
I mean, they did clean up the streets of DC and spread a bunch of mulch and stuff and pick up garbage
I
at the
can see
cost
that.
of like $1 million a day. I think
I
it
would
is, isn't it like something
Brad,
like
how do
$2
you
million
really
a
feel
day?
about the National Guard?
um for the most part it's a waste
Easy,
of taxpayer
easy,
dollars.
easy, easy, easy.
I mean the
I
National
I,
Guard.
I have a guardsman.
I mean, come on, tell
My
them at least get in the
son
Army
is a
Reserves.
he's he's deployed right now. He's in
And
the
then as
Middle
soon
East.
as he gets ready to reenlist, tell him get his ass in the Army Reserves.
He's going no, he's
Tell,
just going full army.
thank God, because like you got to be attached to the full fucking thing.
Well,
You
see,
can't
he
be a
had
state
to
sponsored fucking
no,
federal fucking employee. That's not how that works. I
he
don't care
had
what
to
state you're
join
from.
the guard because he joined when he was 17. He was a junior in high school. So he did his weekends while he was a junior in high school. He went to basic
Mm,
the summer between his junior and senior year. Then did his
Oh,
weekends his senior year, and as soon
yeah.
as he graduated, he went to AIT. So he
Yeah.
still owes his commitment to them, but that was the only way he could
See,
join when he was in high school.
back in my day, okay, we didn't have none of that. I just got in the delayed entry program, and as soon as I left fucking basic, or as soon as I left my high school graduation, they came. Recruiter said, "All right, cool. Here's your date. You got a month. We're taking your ass." And I was like, "Oh damn, still 17." Nobody gave a shit back then. They're like, "Nah, you're gonna go over here, guns a blazing, boy. Get in there." And that was just how we did it back then. But that's cool. Like I ain't gonna lie. What's he probably gonna make it to specialist like real quick, get easy
He's
fucking rank.
he's E4 already.
Of course he is, because that's the
But
fucking
he
National
turns
Guard.
20 he turns 21 in a couple days.
Yeah.
So he joined when he
well,
was 17, and he's already an E4, and he is in Egypt currently.
I got blown up twice before I fucking got to see E4. It was the most ridiculous fucking bullshit I had to fucking deal with in my life. But like the National Guard, they do things so much differently. They don't really care when it comes to the first five ranks. Nobody gives a fuck. But like in the army, they're like, oh no, you got to do your full fucking 2 years, motherfucker. You 2 years
mm,
time in service is to what it means. And I'm like, but you said I can clearly get it, at 12 months with a waiver. Did I give you a motherfucking waiver, bitch? And I'm like, bro, you kidding me? So like literally the 2 year and one day fucking day, I got my fucking shit, and I'm like, hooray, cool. But it wasn't like an honor thing, or it was just, hope you gotta wait. And that's one of the reasons I hate the National Guard. Um, but you know,
oh
At
man,
least he was nice about it.
I was honest. Like, man, there was so many people that when we got over there, and we had the National Guard guys to come over there. There's like an E5. He'd been in for fucking 2.5 years. I've been in for 2.5 years. I've been here for a whole fucking year in Iraq. Motherfucker, you ain't gonna tell me a goddamn thing. Sit the fuck down and listen to me, bitch. This ain't how this works. I don't care what your rank is, boy. I've been here. You ain't been here. And it was so confusing because National Guard, they just promote people like fucking candy. And if I could take and turn back time, I would have been National Guard my entire time.
Brad
you
said
wouldn't
I
have
would
gotten
have
blown
had
up.
been head motherfucker in charge by the time I left there.
I ain't gonna lie, I would definitely have done that Army Air National Guard. Whew. If I could turn back the clocks, I made the wrong decision. I should have sat in that Air National Guard and just fucking had that good food, good training, good job. Never had to fucking work a day in my life. Never had to be in the fucking desert. That's on me.
Hey, Masked. It's good to see you.
I'm. Sickler says Marines are pussies now compared to what they used to be, and I mean, I can't speak for the Marines, but if they're doing anything like the Army, it is disgusting. It is fucking. I cannot believe the new PT test standard that they're doing. I mean, I wouldn't want to do any of that shit, but I. I'm glad that Hegseth did the thing with the male and female standard, because when they did that for like 2 years, when the females and the males had the same push-ups, I about fucking blew my goddamn gasket in my mind. I'm like, this cannot stand. I do not know. No, that I don't know where we're at with that, but I was lowered the fucking standard.
Do they have the stress cards in the Army?
There's a thing, yeah. It don't work like how it was designed initially. There was like a 2-year period where they tried it with, like, I'm feeling anxious, I'm feeling depressed, whatever the fuck it was, and you got to go cool out. But as you can imagine, that wasn't combat effective, as you can imagine.
Your safe space was not combat effective.
Glad they quickly abandoned that one. That was like right at the transition of when I was getting out, and I was literally starting to see like how we were just going to a real gay fucking army. But if you would have told me when I joined the army, in 20 years we would be fighting fucking drones and having UAVs everywhere and not doing any like groundwork, but we're just dodging fucking space missiles and shit, I would have never fucking joined. Like, are you kidding me? Like, we're gonna be going to drone and space warfare, and that's where we're at now. I'm like, I wouldn't want to deal with that. Like the PTSD that I had from dealing with a piece of trash on the side of the road versus a goddamn space laser can just shoot you at any point in time. Like that's 2 different PTSDs, and I don't know if I want that other one. Just no, I'm good. I don't need drones.
Man, did you see what's going on with Russia right now?
Nah.
What was it? Poland. They sent a bunch of drones over Poland on one of their attacks towards Ukraine, and actually, for the first time, the United Nations got involved and shot down these drones, sent jets and planes in.
Damn.
So now the United Nations is at like a security level 4 or whatever out of 5, where they're having an emergency meeting to whether they should be protecting their allies, because Poland is an ally and Russia was flying drones through Allied airspace, that is.
Dude, this is like the perfect time for me to just sit back and eat a cookie while these people are just...
Yeah, it was Poland.
Getting fucked up. That sucks, bro.
Crazy timeline, man.
Mm-hmm.
So,
what are we eating, Brad?
It's a homemade cookie with the raw cane sugar and the non-enriched flour, non-bleached. You know what I mean?
Has it got any weed in it?
No.
Is it organic?
I was gonna
all
ask.
Organic, but it's hitting a spot after I just smoked that joint. Yeah, boy.
Nice.
Mm-hmm. Oh, big fucking cookie too.
So, I think we missed we were talking about I guess it was before we started the video with the guy doing the baseball tells behind Charlie Kirk right before the shot.
Oh yeah.
I found a really good video of him.
Do we got a Charlie Kirk highlight reel?
All right, watch this guy
Somewhere.
right here. See? Hat, ear. He does it twice.
Dang. I played baseball a couple of years.
Hat.
I mean, the timing.
That boy.
And
the
it
timing.
was
He tell him
literally
steal first. He just said
then-
steal first. You didn't see that?
and then it was pow. Like he did that two
Yeah.
times.
He did the whole.
Hmm.
And right, thankfully this video doesn't show anything, but it was right after he did that. And who is this guy? How did he get that close to him in the first place?
It's a good
Maybe
question.
it was his own team.
Taking out the clone.
Maybe they set him up.
Mm-hmm. That's fucking insane, man. Do they have a teleporter or like a particle accelerator yet? Because if
Oh
they
yeah,
just like zapped him and like switched him out of his body, and like he's alive in a different quantum reality, you know, and he's still alive over in this multiverse, but he's just not alive in our universe. You know what I mean? Maybe that's what happened.
So
yeah, maybe.
investigator, I have one that
Look at
is
that.
a little bit it shows a real good angle, like from what you just showed. This one, um
Yeah, that video was really intense. I saw the close up one. Man, that is.
Kind of saw his
all
body
right,
do
wait.
the whole
Let me,
limp thing
now
and
I
everything.
lost it. Okay, here we go. So
Oh, he went down right away.
he was there, and
Yeah.
then way up there was where the dude was seen on the roof.
Hmm.
And that seems like the right angle. I mean, it shows that's the roof. So
No,
that
it's a
shows
perfect
that's
vantage point. But then again, I mean, it's hard for me to believe that any general civilian
oh no.
would be
Mm-mm.
able to would go all the way up there, have the perfect vantage point. Obviously, had scouted the
Mm-hmm.
place prior to the event, knew where to be,
Mm-hmm.
and knew what time to take the shot. I mean, they were
Well,
talking about mass
he
shootings.
had somebody giving him signs when to take the damn shot.
Man, when he did this, we all knew it was a wrap. He was
Mm,
stealing first. Boom. Got him.
Mm.
Little umpire signals
optics,
coming out the
man,
box.
optics.
So fucked up.
You missed this one
When
though.
I watched that video, that Sickler's talking about. Oh, here it is. Yeah,
It
when
did look like they
you
took out
watch
the
that
artery.
video from up close, it's right. I mean, it's right there,
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
just
it was
right there.
there.
The perfect shot and the amount of blood that came out. I sort of tortured myself because I got a copy of the video and I slowed it way, way down, like the one I was showing you
Like
earlier.
every
But
American
I've got
today.
now. I
Disgusting.
mean, I slowed it down to like 1/20th of the speed
I
of
frame by
regular
frame that thing,
footage
boy.
time,
Frame
frame
by
by
frame.
frame, man. Because
Mm.
the way his chest expanded, I had to see that in detailed frame by frame. But
Yeah, I
the
thought it
amount of
wasn't
blood
work.
loss within the first 5 seconds oh,
Yeah, it was
was wild.
pretty
So
definitely over the
But
body.
I
that
mean, you're right though, because what got to me, sorry, just to reiterate what Brad said, just like every American or every person in the entire world slowed it down to watch that footage. When I watched it in slow motion, I hate to say that I didn't feel anything. And what the hell is going on with us right now that we can watch something like that and be comfortable with it? And I've talked about this before. We are we are inundated with media, with things on television. This is Don't Look Up, the movie Don't Look Up that some people might have watched. This is
they
that
always
in
tell
every
you what
single
you're gonna
nuance.
do. They always
Tell us
yeah.
how to think and get us so comfortable with these type of things that we're just numb to it when it actually happens. And why would you do that to a populace? So that it's easier to take over their minds and their ability to react when you actually do the real shit, when you do the really bad shit. We're just like, oh, yeah, I saw that in a movie one time. It can't be real, right?
So that's gonna segue perfectly into Ariana,
Sure.
because I
Anger.
was into
Anger,
I
yeah.
am
that
angry about it.
all day yesterday, and I found so much stuff that I have questions about. Like the there are so many things about that do not make sense to me, and I have watched it and watched it and watched it, and
Oh, the
there's
stabbing.
yes,
Mm,
Iryna.
Yeah.
Um,
well, it's
do we have time to? Yeah, we have 15 minutes. We have time to do this.
I just want to say
Um,
real quick before we even touch on another violent thing. The man, this left and right shit is gonna be the end of us. I swear to God. And I know like the Democrats are
Absolutely.
dumb and the Republicans are retarded, but like
Yeah.
guys, we have got to stop letting these elites win. I want to share one thing just real quick, and I swear to God, we'll segue right over to what Tony was saying, but it fits with what we were talking about, just maybe kind of a little bit. I saw this the other day. Let me blow this thing up. This blew my fucking mind. The 400 richest people in the U.S. are now worth a record $6.6 trillion after gaining $1.2 trillion over the last year. At some point, it's not left and right; it's us against them. We have to
Yes.
understand that. If they continue to take everything from us, we will literally have nothing as long as they continue to divide us and pick fights against each other. They're stealing everything from us and they're making us live this fucking world of pyramid scheme and fucking lies, like in calling it fucking sugar. Like we have got to fucking wise up, man. All right, sorry. Oh, that money grab.
So
We
go
gotta
ahead,
kill them all.
Tony.
I'm trying to find it.
Yeah, I agree with you,
I
Sickler.
mean, I'm getting to the spot in the video because okay, it's 18 minutes long, but that's I found it.
We gotta get to the good stuff.
No,
Right.
this is something really tiny. It but okay, this is 9 minutes into the video. The first 4 just shows him sitting there riding the train. She wasn't even here. He's like asleep or whatever. She's on her phone. Okay.
Man, I'll touch
Now,
on that in a second.
I think it's gonna be. I think it's at 9:17, so it's gonna be a few minutes. She's on her phone. She's got her glasses on. Now watch. All right, she takes her glasses off. Looks at the camera. Do you see that?
Yeah.
But she's still looking at her phone. Why do you take your glasses off if you're still looking at the phone? You're not going to be able to see it.
Optics, man.
Okay, so then
In response to Sickler.
it goes on. Let me get okay. All right, now
Okay.
it goes on. Look, he opens a pocket knife. He opens a pocket knife. It's a pocket knife.
It has Swiss Army.
I can't see if it's a Swiss Army, Dale.
Oh,
I'm
I'll
sorry.
go Swiss Army.
Okay, then.
Oh,
Okay. All right. All right. Where did all the blood come from? There's no arterial bleed, but he stabs her,
It
and
must be a
then
Gerber.
I saw that because there's blood all
and
up and down the
and
entire, everywhere he
everywhere.
walks. Did he cut himself?
Probably.
His hand slipped and he cut himself.
It's slinging
might have-
everywhere. There's literally no blood coming from her at all. None at all. And she doesn't like. She's not acting like she just. Okay, so then all of a sudden she just falls into the floor. How did the blood get under her? How did
No.
there was
Wait a minute.
no
What is this?
arterial spray? How did it get on her seat? How did it get under her? There was
That's got to be the
nothing.
biggest bitch in the world right there. You tell me you get stabbed one time and you just fall over and fucking die.
But then there's
Damn.
no arterial
What
bleed.
was that?
There's blood.
Yeah, you listen to Tony.
slung it
that?
everywhere. How did it get under her?
That ain't how people die.
I mean, that is a
And
good question.
and then
I got an
nothing.
idea.
Then there's nothing. There's nothing. There's nothing. There's nothing. There's nothing.
Could have been
And
that time
then
of the month.
There you
and
go.
then
There you go,
but
boy.
but wait. And nobody
That's
helps
terrible.
her. These people all fucking suck. And then oh wait.
That's what pisses me off.
Okay. Oh, I went
Where'd
too
that
far.
pool come from?
There's nothing, there's nothing, there's nothing, and then this entire freaking wave comes out from under where you can't see.
Not it. I like watching WWE, and I think
Hang
what
on.
happened is they did a cutting job. You know what I mean? They
And
did a
I mean,
cut.
there's a person literally right there. If she's bleeding to death, why is that person doing nothing? Okay, look now, like
That don't even make any sense.
where does it come from?
That's not the color of blood. What is that? That's like Kool-Aid.
Oh
That ain't
no,
And
that
the,
looked
look,
like blood
he's
to me.
that ain't the viscosity.
It's a pretty
That ain't the
unusual color.
No
it
way.
is. I have
Uh,
so many questions about this.
blood ain't
Chat,
thicker
is
than
that
oil, but it's
blood?
pretty thick.
It's
And
supposed to
that
be.
ain't blood. Ain't blood. Mm-mm.
So
Only blood's on
anyway,
that train or the
and
black.
then finally someone shows up and attempts to give aid. But at that point, even when he gets her straightened out, I still don't see any.
No, come on now. What is that? What is that? More blood coming out. It's good.
So
No way.
see,
Nobody's
there's it
nobody
where
screams.
no yes
And now
no
how's the blood all over her face?
Now I've seen separate footage. There was a woman sitting directly across from them who sat there for minutes, a good minute or so before anything was done. And then
Totally
everybody
no.
just sort of calmly gets up and walks out. And
they're like nothing.
the
Like
guy,
what's wrong
the
with
guy
these
takes
people?
off his sweatshirt and walks out the train with them.
I don't know if that guy knows anything about health or interventions or medical situations, but that
Oh,
fool
and
Why
don't know
is
wait,
he
anything.
watch
moving
this.
her?
Watch this. Napkins show up. That's the other thing. Watch. In just a few minutes, he has napkins. Where did he get napkins? He just pulled napkins out of his ass? Like, what are you
Where?
doing with napkins? That much blood, what's a napkin going to do for you? And where
And then
did
he
you
takes
just
a picture,
get? No, I think he's trying to dial 911.
I'm
or
I
he's
hope
surprised
just down
nobody
he's
comes
trying.
and
too.
I hope he's trying to
sure,
dial 911. But yes, where did you just come up with napkins? And if she's bleeding that much, what exactly do you think a napkin's going to do?
I,
nothing.
you know,
But look,
Anything
now
but
there's
good.
napkins laying everywhere. Like, where did he pull them out of his ass?
Yeah,
yeah.
I tell you the only thing I
Why is he
pulled out
putting
of
them
my
in
ass
places
is
that won't
dirty.
help?
Exactly. I told
Now,
y'all
did you
this whole
see?
He
thing
should
is
apply a tourniquet.
so.
Put a
This
tourniquet
is
right
Did you
around the
see
neck
the
and
other
everything.
camera angle that shows the guy well before he does it?
No,
Because I've got that up, and I wouldn't mind sharing that too, because it's really
okay.
interesting to
let's
see
share
the
that
looks
thing.
on his face.
Because I don't think this one was real. I ain't gonna lie to you guys. I think this tomfoolery, some baloney,
And
internet magic, AI.
it started when she took her glasses off and checked the camera. It literally and the
Mm.
pictures I've seen of her online look like they're AI.
Yeah, but
The
like,
Yeah.
did she say anything before?
No, she just sits there on her phone
No, she just
and
comes. He's sitting there, and she comes and sits down in front of him.
he's literally asleep. And she's on
Well,
her phone and she takes her glasses off, looks at the camera, and then
Yeah, I'm gonna bring this one up.
continues to look at her phone without her glasses.
huh?
I'm an idiot.
Well, maybe it's me. You know, I don't know.
I
That's okay.
guess SM Cool thinks I'm an idiot.
Well, SM Cool
Hey,
just
we
joined the show.
appreciate
Yeah, he
that.
could be talking about any one of us.
Yep. Thank you.
Yeah.
Keep on watching. It
So
gets worse.
look at his mannerisms here. That he looks like he's about to cry.
Hmm.
And he had a lot of psychological issues in the past. He had those 14 convictions, most of which were just, some of them were domestic violence, some of them were arson or larceny.
He got
But right here, I mean,
schizophrenia.
look at this man's, he was actually, he was classified to have schizophrenia. In January, he called 911 saying that he had man-made particles in his body that were
I
controlling
have
his
that.
actions.
I actually have that where he's talking about the
So there she
material
sits
in my
down,
body.
and then the rest is pretty much what we see. What's interesting about the man-made particles in his bodies and the January thing is he went to jail for that temporarily. He went in front of a judge. The judge ordered that he would receive psychological evaluation, and he never did because the state that it happened in and the area that it happened in has dismal to poor psychological evaluation help. They're overburdened. So even up until just now, he didn't go to see any psychological evaluation doctors or anything like that. He didn't have any evaluations. He wasn't on any medications, but he was supposedly schizo.
Goodness.
SM Cool, it's actually apostrophe RE. You're
That would
an
be
idiot.
correct. That would be correct.
All right.
That is
So
Of course,
this is
too in
where he
person.
I'll
talks
be mad.
about the materials are in him.
So you said something in your body did what?
Nah, the material,
Okay,
I feel like
material.
the material using my body to stab the lady.
Oh, I've been there before.
And so she just got
Mm-hmm.
stabbed.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
You
that
know that's
happened.
not me. I'm talking about just for no reason. But since they did that, now they gotta investigate the material in my body exposed to. Since they want to do all that, now they gotta investigate.
It's funny because she's from the Ukraine. She's from Russia, and you know they got a war. They had a war going on against the United States. So I'm just trying to understand, out of all people, why her?
Hey, it ain't. I don't have nothing. They just lashed out on her. That's what happened.
Mm-hmm.
They lashed out on her.
Wow.
Who else was working the album? Who else working the material? Whoever was working the material, they lashed out on her.
Whoever was working the material.
Wow.
Too. Now I saw another post that said his sister claims that he said that the lady in front of him was reading his mind, like was reading his thoughts, and that's
Okay,
why
so
he lashed out
That
at her.
doesn't sound like MK
no,
Ultra at all.
that's a fucking thing though,
Right?
and like, holy shit, we have to talk about the what the hell is it? It's the observer principle. Like, I am not a theoretical physicist, and I'm not prepared to give you guys a lecture on this shit. But basically, it states that like all objects that are in place are there, when we observe them. When we're not observing them, they're
Oh,
acting
right.
upon their own free will. But when we observe them with
Mhm.
intent, they act accordingly with our observed purpose in mind. So if we deeply have that thought that this person behind us is going to kill us, there is a real life possibility that she seeded that fucking info into his head to kill her. And I'm not saying that
I
that's
mean, that's
totally true and possible, and that's what's right and what's wrong. But if he has schizophrenia, there's a possibility in all these quantum realms that like he received a message from her that she was so scared out of her mind that she was going to get stabbed by this black guy behind him that she caused it to happen. And like maybe it was the cue that she
But
gave to
she
the
never
universe to
paid.
look up
She
to the
never
camera.
in that whole video. She never paid him a bit of attention.
But she knew he
Sat
was
on her
yeah.
there.
phone.
But
And as soon as she
I
looked
mean,
up
you're
at that
talking
camera, she said, "This motherfucker's gonna stab me." And bam.
you're talking like
So fucking
Schrodinger's
And
cat.
there you
You're
cat.
go.
talking like
There you go.
Like, it's fucking
Sickler.
string
crazy.
theory, like string
Yep.
theory, quantum mechanics type of stuff, and that, I mean, it's been shown and proven on a molecular and atomic level that we affect
The outcome of
how
the
atoms interact based
Where,
on observation.
where's the cat
So,
investigator? Make him go across again.
oh
I
right, I
wish we
gotta
had
go.
this would be a good conversation for Cosmic Adonis to like take what I just said and then like explain it in some fundamental way that makes somewhat sense, because I swear to God, it's a true thing that these scientists are out there trying to figure out with dark matter and all these things, and it doesn't make sense. But maybe.
It doesn't, but it does. Well, hey, let's go to commercial. Everybody that's watching, stick around. We'll be put up a commercial for our sponsors for a few minutes, and then we will be right back. So stick around.
Toasting to the highs with every sweet drink. Hot knives that alchemists watch the world blink. Beverages so fine they lift you above. With TXT, honey's a potion of love. Raise up your cup, let the good times flow. Hot knives got the secret, come on, let's go. Come on, let's go. Roll it up, light it right, let's ignite this night. DOS filters got the goods, everything feels so right. From carbon to the paper, every puff pure bliss. With the roller in hand, I just can't resist. Ease your mind, elevate your vibe. DOS filter, the choice you make.
Welcome back, T Prince. We can't hear you.
Sorry.
Oh no! Yeah,
Oops.
say.
Sorry.
Oh, there
I
you
forgot.
are. You're good.
I forgot to put my mic down. I wasn't ready for that again.
Yeah, we need like a
Goes so
countdown
fast.
on the background.
That'll teach me to go on vacation.
I'll make something for it.
Hey, Max.
I'll get something for us next time.
Yeah, we need a timer or something because I always have to run.
So what do we got next?
Oh, man.
What are we chatting about?
Oh, I want to bring up this lady, the Karen of the week.
Oh, Karen's.
Yeah, gotta love it.
Start doing that. Karen of the week.
Bro, I even made a video for it.
Karen of the week.
I love it.
It's terrible.
That's what we need.
Absolutely
That's
terrible.
awesome. It's awesome.
I enjoyed it.
So, you guys
So
heard
who's
about
the
the Hyundai raid?
I did.
Hyundai?
I
Whatever it
did.
is.
We should talk about that economically speaking.
Is
Let's
that the
go
one
ahead.
We
with
should
all the
talk about this.
illegals? That one?
Mm-hmm.
Hyundai?
Hyundai. So she's a candidate in Georgia, I think, going for Congress.
Sure.
And I think it was, again, optics. She was trying to she was trying to bust all these illegals that were working in a
bust that
Hyundai
illegal.
factory. They ended up detaining a whole bunch of people.
Is her name
See if I
really
got the right
Karen?
one here. No, it's not
Oh,
Karen.
okay.
It's
Okay.
Tori Branham. Branham,
Somebody
probably.
upset with her.
So, controversy by reportedly tipping off U.S. Immigration and Customs Enforcement about alleged hiring practices at the LG Energy Solutions Hyundai Motor Group plant in Georgia. Led to a large-scale ICE raid on September 5th at the Hyundai plant in the area that she represents, resulting in the detention of nearly 500 workers. Reported them due to concerns about undocumented workers and poor working conditions. Intense backlash, blah, blah, blah. She's doubled down, posting a selfie with an AR-15 on social media declaring, "I'm not backing down." She has since deleted most of her social media accounts and a lot of pictures. But
Okay.
were the people detained mostly here legally, and was there any evidence of unsafe working conditions? Majority of the 475 workers detained during the ICE raid on September 4th at the plant were South Korean nationals, with estimates suggesting over 300 were from South Korea. Individuals from various countries, 2 Japanese nationals, and several Chinese citizens. Now, the raid was part of Operation Low Voltage, months-long investigation. They did have a warrant. However, the warrant was for 4 illegal Hispanics. Many of the detained South Korean workers were reportedly in the U.S. on B-1 business visas or through the electronic system for travel authorization, which allows 90 days stays for business or tourism, but does not permit paid labor or direct involvement in activities like installing factory equipment. Authorities suspected these workers were engaging in work that violated their visa terms, such as hands-on construction or production preparation, which led to their detention.
Well, that's true.
Companies say that none of the detained were direct hires, and many were contractors or employees of partner firms.
Yeah.
No real evidence of unsafe working conditions, though 3 people did die during construction.
So they got to get the right visas, though, like Hyundai, when they're doing this stuff. However, like, as I was aware, it was already part of the government contract that they were going to hire this out from the outsiders because, like we Americans, we don't have any fucking idea how to build a Hyundai plant. Maybe we do, maybe we don't. But that's what they
were
said.
there to help.
They were going to help.
They were there to help get it going.
Up. Yep, set the plan up, and then they were to go back. But my bigger concern is, now they're no longer going to be continuing this investment in their automotive manufacturing, plant here in America, and we're not going to have any of these jobs. So,
and it was tens of thousands of jobs could have been created by this. And
but wasn't that like right off of North Carolina or like Georgia where that fucking hurricane just went through?
Oh, good point.
So like, wishy-washy, what do I do with this information? Fuck them all.
Projected to create 8,500 direct jobs as an additional 6,900 support jobs, and expected to contribute 3,000 jobs in Southeast Georgia at full capacity. They were planning on hiring Americans. $2 billion investment increase. So what's interesting, though, is now, and they were there to train. Yes, thank you. Good point, Sickler. So now South Korea is pissed. This was days after the president met with Trump on creating this, not only the factory, but huge amounts of, it's my dog there, huge amounts of investments into U.S. factories and production.
A labor market, basically.
A reduction of, I think I read that it was, we've got tariffs of 30% right now in South Korea, and this was an agreement to reduce our tariffs down to 15%, and then they would make these investments into our nation. So that's why I'm calling her Karen, because she was, I think, in my personal opinion, trying to bring up this corruption, but in reality, what she did was created a bunch of issues. She was trying to show how maybe GE and Hyundai were being corrupt and were illegally hiring illegals, but in fact,
for her own personal political gain.
For her own personal political gain, because
who would do that in America?
Right?
No, nobody would do that.
It backfired harsh.
Honestly, it
And
should be
it's not,
interesting to see if
it's terrible,
has a take on it.
but
I haven't seen. Did Trump speak out on this, or has he been asked about it at all that I missed? Does anybody know
oh,
if?
probably both.
Because
I
like
haven't looked into it, honestly.
I know Trump really wants to hit 1 million immigrants being deported. I don't know why he's so keen on a million and not just worrying about getting the bad guys out. But whatever, it's fine.
It's a nice round number.
So this fits that narrative, but does it hurt the overall goal of what his tariffs were maybe supposing to do? I don't know. I still have no idea what he was hoping to do with those tariffs to begin with. I don't think we ever got a clear answer, but
I mean, he cites back to when we were imposing tariffs on the English when we first settled the country. Tariffs have done, I mean, other presidents have enacted tariffs in the past, right? But if you look at the Constitution, tariffs are a Congress thing. And he can't just write something on the Oval Office desk and then just say it, even though it is still actually happening. It's supposed to be congressionally approved, which is why there's judges all around the country right now trying to fight it. Liberal judges, but still. But it's hurt. I mean, the tariffs, man, that's a whole discussion. That's a whole topic of discussion because who's paying these tariffs in all reality? Some people say that it's the companies. Some people say that the companies are going to make us pay for it. Things are getting more expensive. Soda pop, for example, has gone up in price because they have to pay more for aluminum that we import from Canada.
Yep.
Just for aluminum cans, and we're going to see the price of soda pop go up,
in
which
20 years.
I don't drink soda, but I do drink
it affects the beer.
The occasional.
I don't
Right.
drink beer either.
Damn
It's
it.
got weed in it. So there's a video of TMZ when they made the announcement about Charlie Kirk, and everyone cheers in the background in the studio.
I had read that. I didn't see the video, but
Well, I have it, and
I mean, it's TMZ. It doesn't surprise me.
they made up some bullshit and said it was a high-speed chaser. I'll show you that in a minute, but here's the...
Trump just posted that Charlie Kirk is dead.
All right, so is this ready to pull the trigger? We can get Trump cut in a second.
Janet, go to have somebody look at the Fox. Trump just posted that Charlie Kirk is dead.
All right, so is this ready to pull the trigger? We can get Trump cut in a second.
That is a bullshit response.
Janet,
so then they come up here and this is their
live streaming all day during this tragedy.
Response.
When something happened in our office, as we were reporting the assassination of Charlie Kirk, there were some people in the back room away from our news desk here who were watching a car chase, and they were laughing, they were clapping, and you could hear it out here. And we want to make a couple of things clear. One is that I know these people, and they were not laughing, they were not reacting that way about Charlie Kirk's assassination. They were not. They would not work here if they did.
And that being said, we acknowledge that it was horrible timing, and for that we are sorry.
We apologize. We apologize that you had to hear that.
And I get why, if you were watching the stream, you may have felt that that's what the laughter was about. We assure you it was not about that, but it was horrible timing. And
by the way, I get it too, and he gets it because we listened as we were talking.
You can go back and look on the stream. I actually walked off camera to go back and find out what the hell was going on, because it was inappropriate for the laughter at that time. But no one was laughing about the Charlie Kirk tragedy.
Nevertheless, we apologize for the way it's happened.
Yeah. So
why would a professional studio not have those rooms separated?
But so here's the Grok deep search. No, there are no reports of a high-speed chase occurring in California on September 10th, 2025. Recent searches of news outlets and social media show only older incidents such as a fatal motorcycle chase in Citrus Heights on September 8th. It was fatal. So if you're watching that and you're cheering, you're a sadistic fuck anyway. Then there was one in September 5th. So there's literally no chase today. So, and
Now to
why
be
would you be cheering for a high speed chase anyway? That
right.
someone's going to get hurt. That's just it's lame. Their
Okay,
excuse was
excuse
Now
lame.
me,
to be
pardon
fair,
me.
I was
Anytime
asking about.
OJ. Well, we did. There was the whole OJ thing.
anytime I
Okay,
personally
okay.
hear brakes squealing, I get giddy. I just ooh. I just have to look and see if I can see somebody get into a fucking crazy ass car crash, and like, do I laugh on the inside? Yes, yes, I do. But I'm a horrible person, so that's me.
But I'm just that it was a lame cover excuse for them being very distasteful.
Yeah.
But it is
Yeah.
TMZ, so you can expect,
I want
you
to double
know,
back here. I used to
they're
live in Colorado Springs when I was in the Army, and my favorite pastime in the winter, right before I deployed, I would have some coffee and I would sit out from my apartment and I would watch across the road, see all these people coming down the hill right in the middle of December, sliding all around. And that was my favorite fucking time of the year. You guys do not understand. Just people not knowing how to drive in snow, or the first time that snow hits and them just good times.
That is admittedly, that's pretty funny. I'll admit, I agree with you there. When I lived in Colorado and the people would come from out of town, and
It's a little bit of chaos.
you would see that quite a bit.
but I mean, even then, the dude was he had just died, so it
Yeah.
was very poor taste, and I am not buying their cover story. But
Yeah.
you know, TMZ is ambulance chasers. That's what they make their bread and butter on, is death and
Right.
destruction.
Mm-hmm.
So what would you expect? Anything less from them?
Your cost, our personal gain. I love it.
I mean, they are the reason. I mean, they're part of the reason they drove Britney Spears off the deep end with their
Oh yeah.
constant torture
Oh yeah,
and
absolutely.
And I think they're the ones who are controlling that material inside that dude who stabbed that lady on the train.
you
That's
think
what I
so?
heard.
I don't think TMZ has enough technology for that. I'm sorry. It was Michaela
No.
Ultra. Michaela Ultra.
All right,
Oh,
guys.
and
Yeah.
I'm
back to
tired. I'm out of here.
All
back
right,
to
buddy.
All right,
12
Cash.
Wood.
Have a good night, buddy. Love
I
you, man.
saw. Good night, Cash. 12 Wood, I saw your DM. I have no idea who Michaela Ultra is, but I think that name is pretty suspect.
Mm, it
It's
We
too
didn't
really is.
show the
convenient.
MSNBC apology. We showed the MSNBC statement,
Mm-hmm.
but
Oh, yeah, that
that's worth
was
bringing up because
fucking
that's
clowns.
pretty weak too.
We bringing up the
It'll take me
apology.
a minute to bring it up.
Oh.
Yeah, I'll be able to find it here soon enough.
Yeah, because us rednecks just take our guns everywhere we go and we just shoot them off in the air.
Mm-hmm. I really do. Fucking disgusting.
I've
I need
just
to
got
stop doing
their
that.
I've just got their posted apology. I don't know if they made an actual statement. That's not the right one. Here we go.
That one.
Post this on your main account, not a PR account that no one even knows exists. Got to give Greg some credit every once in a while, man.
Always dropping
During that
bangers.
breaking news coverage of the shooting of Charlie Kirk, Matthew Dowd made comments that were inappropriate, insensitive, and unacceptable. We apologize for his statements, as has he. There's no place for violence in America, political or otherwise.
What do you say?
It's pretty weak.
Yeah, go Greg.
What did Matthew Dowd do?
He was the one that said, he was
That
the
we were
one
shooting
that,
off a gun.
Oh,
Aunt Mary, I love
yeah,
you.
she said maybe it was a fan shooting off a gun and
Yeah,
accidentally.
yeah,
What
because
a
that
dumb
we're
thing to say.
such rednecks that we just carry our guns around and shoot them off out. We just shoot them off all the time.
Mm-hmm. I mean, what do you expect some guy from New York
I
to
agree with you, Sickler. You can't
Yeah,
keep letting these places get away with saying these things and then just giving bullshit apologies.
they need to
Well,
lose
That's what
their
it is. But
licenses. They just need to lose their ability to.
we need to throw Molotov cocktails through their windows. But yeah, you know, do it the right way.
Probably.
Quite the call.
Get rid of their licenses and stuff, you know.
Love you, Mary.
Love you, Mary.
Man, I'm a couple more big events like this away from just hand grenades and RPGs, you know, and like
Civil War, baby. I'm ready.
tell you.
Beans, bullets, and band-aids.
I'm telling you.
Let's settle this the old-fashioned way and start over from scratch.
but you know, like they got drones and
Civil,
shit, so like we gotta be careful. We gotta go like Thanos. We gotta go get some Infinity Stones and shit, and we gotta fight fire with fire around this motherfucker.
right?
It's not going to take
It's getting
Infinity
real.
Stones.
Hey,
You
but
get
on
rid
some
of
real,
that.
We'll
I
just
don't know
shoot
why I
Skittles.
started
We'll
thinking about this.
just shoot Skittles at them.
I don't
Taste
want
the
to pull
rainbow, bitch.
I don't want to pull the video up, but this is kind of oldish news. But like what last week, 2 weeks ago, Afghanistan got the Harp-a-Rooney. Harp spun up some bullshit, sent some mudslides and massive earthquakes over in Afghanistan. A bunch of people were dead. Horrible, chaotic scene. In the news, I saw they were covering it for about 2 days, but they stopped covering it right when the Taliban started coming out and rescuing motherfuckers. And I froze mentally in my head and I said, they cannot air this on national TV. What the fuck are they thinking? This goes against the entire narrative that the Taliban are bad people. And here the Taliban are picking up fucking people that are trapped in an earthquake and medevacing them out of there. But this is the Taliban. The Taliban hate people. The
Yeah.
Taliban kill people. What do you mean they're rescuing and saving
Right.
people? And I haven't heard shit about this Afghanistan earthquake since I saw the Taliban rescuing people. And I had to think to myself also at the same time. Way to go. Way to go, news. Way to shut that shit down. Can't have that.
It sure disappears fast, doesn't it?
Man, I was so shocked.
It sure disappears fast. It's wild.
I mean, then again, we have, new shit popping up every day that's way more important than whatever the fuck's going on in Afghanistan where all those Muslims are, because nobody cares about them. And it's okay for me to say that. That does not make me an anti-Semite. That doesn't even make me a racist. But if I say Jewish people shouldn't have any pull in our political agenda here in America, now all of a sudden I'm an anti-Semite. And I think there's a problem with that.
Right.
But whatever. We're all
Absolutely.
just splitting hairs. All those little kids
No, we
in
can't say
Afghanistan.
bad things about Israel.
It's in the Bible.
Oh, wait.
So tomorrow is 9/11.
It is.
Today,
Is that Patriots Day?
September 10th was the day that Donald Rumsfeld announced that the Pentagon. Hold on, let me get it right. I have it right here. Oh, I posted a lot today. It was a busy day.
Mhm.
That there was 2.3 trillion in transactions that were unaccounted for. And
Oh,
we
yeah,
all
yeah,
know
yeah.
we all know what happened the next day, and this was never spoken of again.
Mhm.
That was it. He made the announcement, and that was it. So I know you wanted to get into investigator. You wanted to get into the Epstein connection with the 9/11 thing. So I think I'm going to toss it to you, and then we can get to the painting after you get your rabbit
Oh,
hole.
man. Okay, let me see if I can bring it up here real quick. So I was just listening on the radio the other day and I heard about this one. It was pretty interesting. Hopefully this is the right one. Yes, it is. So JP Morgan and Epstein connections. JP Morgan Chase maintained a financial relationship with Epstein from the late 1990s until 2013, despite internal concerns in his 2008 conviction as a sex offender. The bank processed over $1.1 billion in transactions for Epstein, including wire transfers and cash withdrawals, with more than 4,700 transactions flagged as suspicious by anti-money laundering specialists. He held over $200 million in deposits and was considered a treasured customer. So we'll go down a little bit. Later settled with Epstein's victims. JP Morgan later settled with Epstein's victims for $290 million, acknowledging its role in enabling his activities by overlooking suspicious transactions. Virgin Islands alleged a lawsuit that the bank reported over 1 billion suspicious transactions to the Treasury Department in 2019 after his death, suggesting awareness of his illicit activities. JP Morgan called his relationship with Epstein a mistake. So a couple of names that I heard on the radio, so I just typed them in while I was driving. Don't do that. Don't text while driving or talk to Grok. Anyway. So we'll start off with Jess Staley here. He was a senior executive at JP Morgan Chase, and he was a close friend of Epstein, though it doesn't say it here. Oh, yeah, it does. Close personal relationship with Epstein, exchanged over 1,200 emails from his JP Morgan email account between 2008 and 2012, even while Epstein was incarcerated for sex crimes in Florida. Some emails allegedly used coded language, reference to Disney princesses like Snow White and Beauty and the Beast, to discuss Epstein procuring young women for Staley during his visit to London. He relied on Epstein to introduce high-profile clients to JP Morgan, including Bill Gates, Larry Summers, and the Sultan of Dubai, generating over $8 million annually in revenue for the bank. Goes on about the alleged misconduct. So Bill Gates met Epstein multiple times, including at Epstein's Manhattan mansion in 2011, where a photograph captured them with Jess Staley, same guy I just talked about. Epstein sought to cultivate a business relationship with Gates, particularly around the Gates Foundation's collaboration with JP Morgan on the Global Health Investment Fund. Epstein introduced Gates to JP Morgan, where he became a client. Staley testified that Epstein facilitated connection with Gates and other high-profile individuals, leveraging his network to bolster JP Morgan's private banking business. I'm just checking back to make sure nobody's commenting in the chat since catching him.
This, I was thinking, is this whole episode and these things about Epstein, I have all of a sudden, I talked about it a couple weeks ago, and I was thinking, oh man, John Adams, I think I'm gonna bury that motherfucking president. But this doesn't say John Adams to me. This says his piece of shit scumbag son, John Quincy Adams. This whole legacy that we're seeing be prophesized right now, John Quincy Adams, he already did this. He already did all of this. And we'll get to it. Oh my God, this is like deja vu.
We'll get into that. Leaked emails from the U.S. Virgin Islands lawsuit against JP Morgan suggest Epstein may have facilitated a meeting between Netanyahu and JP Morgan executives, including the same guy, Jess Staley.
Mm-hmm.
An employee wrote to Staley, "Against all odds, we have granted a meeting with Prime Minister Netanyahu," which Staley forwarded to Epstein with a note of thanks, to which Epstein replied, "Surprise, surprise." Now, I had gotten Wexler's name off the radio, but apparently there's not really a connection there. But I wouldn't be terribly surprised because he was a former U.S. congressman for Florida, which is, of course, where Epstein operated out of Palm Beach.
Yeah, the Wexlers, that's a very notable name, though.
Wexler is a very notable name. Benjamin Netanyahu is a pretty fucking notable name.
You think?
Who was the Attorney General in Florida during Epstein's conviction? And did that Attorney General pursue Epstein legally? Now, the one that was there at the time was Bill McCollum. He served from 2007 to 2011. No definitive evidence as Florida Attorney General that he directly pursued legal action against Jeffrey Epstein during or after his 2008 conviction. It was primarily handled by Palm Beach County State Attorney's Office, led by Kushner, and U.S. Attorney's Office for the South District of Florida, led by Acosta. Context, critical roles, subsequent Attorney General, Pam Bondi, the current Attorney General, became Florida Attorney General in 2011. Epstein had already been released from jail. Bondi had the authority to reopen investigation into Epstein's activities as state and federal governments can prosecute the same individual for similar crimes under their respective laws. According to law professor Robert Jarvis, Bondi could have tried Epstein during her tenure, given the allegations of continued abuse post-2009. However, there's no evidence she initiated any prosecution against him. Later, she said that the release of declassified files and claimed the Justice Department was abusing tens of thousands. We've heard all about that. But what's interesting is that in agreement to pleading guilty, he was not put in jail. Now, what the fuck is that? At the time, in agreement to not pleading guilty, he wasn't put in jail. By the attorneys, the general attorney, the federal government, nobody at all. Actually, he made a plea deal, and he pleaded guilty, and that was that. And then he was later jailed for his other actions. So, why aren't they releasing the files? Because some of our biggest allies, some of the biggest banks, some of the biggest names in previous and current administrations, some former presidents.
Oh, it's going to end everything. That is going to burn it all down because.
So 398 of the families out of the top 400 families on that richest people in America list are probably on the Epstein list, is what we're deducing from this.
Probably.
Well, I've said it before, and I'm gonna say it again. How are all these Epstein victims coming out of the woodwork now, and they're getting settlements and all this stuff? The things that they were doing on that island are not things that you would leave witnesses to. So,
right.
How did all these women just, okay, we're going to abuse you and take you to this island, and all these big names are going to do whatever the hell they want, and then, oh, here's $600 now, go away. Like,
I mean,
right.
Like,
well, they threaten their lives, of course.
That's the whole gimmick, though, right? I think.
They threaten her. I mean, look what happened to the lady who talked about Epstein. She got hit by a bus.
Yeah, that does happen.
That wasn't just random. That wasn't random.
Okay, so can we go to the painting now?
Oh, we'll get to that painting because I bet you this all ties right into it. Because this piece of shit, John Quincy Adams, I swear to God, this motherfucker, he got to be a bigger scumbag.
President.
He got to be a bigger scumbag than the other presidents that I've already mentioned. This whole corrupt bargain conspiracy, okay? Most enduring theory in Adams' legacy claims he stole the 1824 election through a secret deal with Henry Clay. No candidate won a majority of electoral votes, so the House of Representatives decided between Adams, Andrew Jackson, and William Crawford. Clay, who finished fourth, threw his support to Adams, who then appointed Clay as Secretary of State, a prestigious role seen as a stepping stone to presidency. Jackson's supporters accused Adams of a quid pro quo bargain. But later on, we'll find, as Adam gets in here, pimping for the Russian Tsar allegations. During the 1828 campaign, Jacksonian newspapers spread a salacious rumor that Adams, while U.S. minister to Russia, had acted as the procurer for Tsar Alexander I, alleging he was securing young women or even American girls for the monarch's sexual pleasures in exchange for diplomatic favors. This was framed as Adams betraying American virtue to foreign royalty, tying into broader smears of him as morally corrupt and un-American. So he was also in the sex pedophile ring, allegedly, giving little girls over to Russia. This boy was doing the Epstein business and the whole trade and working with the government ops way before Trump and Epstein. He was doing this shit back in 1820s. This is insane.
So 200 years of this happening.
Mm-hmm.
It's tough.
Not even a big deal. You imagine 200 years ago when nobody had access to social media or even any sort of press at all. the ability to abduct people would just be fucking so easy. Like, are you kidding me?
Oh, absolutely.
These dirty
Absolutely.
motherfuckers. So speaking of these
And if
people,
anybody brought it up, they wouldn't be.
So on 9/11, George W. Bush was at a elementary school in Sarasota, Florida,
I bet
Oh, I
reading
remember that.
reading the book The Pet
That's where I was
Goat.
born.
Reading the book The Pet Goat
which is important.
to the class when the planes hit the towers. Now, this painting was in Jeffrey Epstein's Manhattan property. It shows George W., 2 paper airplanes, and 2
And
crashed
Jenga.
Jenga. Yes, 2 crashed Jenga towers.
Yes.
And he's sitting on the floor in the Oval Office.
Interesting they sitting crisscross applesauce or Indian style.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
And you know, it's considering who supposedly flew the planes into the towers. He's reading The Pet Goat.
Mm-hmm.
Like, what the? We are living in a simulation. We need the cat because there's a glitch in the Matrix.
Yeah. Who are you?
He definitely is.
Man.
Michaela Ultra.
Man.
I give you Michaela Ultra, like, for real. Mundane Wizard sent me a DM. I wanted to circle back to that.
Oh yeah.
I didn't realize that Sickler was Mundane Wizard.
I
It
only
was
put it together like 30 minutes ago.
Yeah, I had no idea. The president of MSNBC, he was talking about the apology. The apology. Hold on, I'm just gonna let you hear it, and then MW said the guy was fired. So, all right.
Oh wow. Not surprising.
Following up with what was just said, he's been one of the most divisive, especially divisive younger figures in this, who is constantly sort of pushing this sort of hate speech or sort of aimed at certain groups. And I always go back to hateful thoughts lead to hateful words, which then lead to hateful action. But following up with what was just said,
he
he's been one
blamed
of the most
Charlie Kirk
divisive,
for his own
especially
assassination.
divisive younger figures in this, who is constantly sort
That's
of
a cold-blooded
sort of
take.
hate
Could be
speech,
true,
sort of
but
aimed at certain
very
groups.
cold-blooded.
And I always go back to,
I mean, it's dick move.
But I mean, like, if that was true, then, you know, like, Vladimir Putin should have been dead 40 years ago.
So that's what the MSNBC apology was for, and apparently the guy was fired.
Yeah.
Thank you for sharing that, MW.
I hate that whole mindset of, like, just the criminals do crime type
Victim
mindset.
shamming.
Yeah. You know, like, I'm so
She
tired
got
of that
raped
shit.
because she wore a miniskirt.
Well, sometimes that is true, but also, like, yeah, again, like, you can't just do that.
You deserve what you get.
Oh,
because of
boys
how
will
you
be
dress.
boys. You know, we just
Yeah,
go around raping people, and that's socially acceptable. Just no. Oof, sorry.
Oh, we sure did go a long way around a lot of stuff tonight. Wow.
What a life to live. You're
You
muted.
know, this whole timeline that we're in,
Hey.
I'm ready to swap to another timeline. This one is getting a little soap opera-y.
It's wild.
I feel like we're in General Hospital or
A
something
little
right now.
bit.
You know, we're doing the whole Hope and Bow like island part right now. The crazy,
Matrix, man.
yeah. It's I'm
But
ready.
we've been talking about the Matrix.
Hang on.
I found
Speaking
some
of the
really interesting
Matrix.
things.
Nah, hang on. Speaking of the Matrix.
Hang on. All right.
John
Gotta get
Quincy
in every
Adams,
person
man.
in the world.
This motherfucker, he gave the idea to Hitler about going into the polar vortex areas to search for the hollow earth theory. Because look at this. In 1828, you know, this dude, he sends a whole society down there, because they promoted this thing like a bunch of flat earthers. And Adams addressed Congress, like, hey, we got to get an expedition, all this scientific mapping, so we can go down and see what's going on in Antarctica, because we probably got a hole to the center of the earth. And maybe there was one down there, and maybe that's why the Flat Earth Society still exists today, because we can't go past that, whatever the hell they want to call it, and where there's dinosaurs and all these Aryan space people that exist in this little black hole. But John Quincy Adams, man, he was the first motherfucker who said we got to go exploring for it. And
wow,
I think that's just insane to fathom. Like, what?
Isn't the deepest hole in the world still in Russia?
I don't know.
I think so.
I figured that would be like in some girl in Houston, but that's
so the FBI is now saying that they have some hot leads, and it is pointing straight to foreign intelligence.
Like Jews.
No shit.
So is it Israel or Ukraine?
I vote Israel.
Yeah, that post from Natan, how do you say his name?
He's a Yahoo.
Netanyahu.
Netanyahu.
If you remember Yahoo, you got the rest of it.
Yeah, Hell's Gate. That's right. We got to have you on the show sometime.
What?
Yeah, MW, you need to come hang out with us.
Yeah, get your ass. One of these days, any day, any Wednesday, rather. Get your ass on here.
Yeah.
So,
come hang out with us.
About the Matrix. I want to dive into your guys' perception on AI real quick. I'm going to share this guy. He's a language expert. He speaks something like 11 languages. I like to watch his shit. So first I'll bring us into the Matrix here.
Oh, Lord. Ooh.
And I don't know. Can you see that? Can you see him?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. Holy shit, that's
I ain't hearing nothing.
Oh, you can't hear anything?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Did you see about since this is about AI, that they're training, they used Reddit, the violent subreddits, they used it to train this AI on ragey, angry stuff. They used Reddit. Did you see that?
No, but
I
that's
wouldn't be surprised.
Good place.
Hold on, let me see if I can find it.
Can you hear this guy now?
No.
No.
No? Well, son of a gun.
This thing where he starts speaking to it in all those different languages and shit, and it gets way too complex.
Yeah, he starts speaking. Let's see here. Might be able to bring it up otherwise. Well, what were you going to share there, Chief Prince?
I'm trying to find it. Give me 1 minute.
Well, in that meantime, let's jump back to tariffs here, because tariffs were a hot topic earlier today. And in 1828, this son of a bitch, John Quincy Adams, backed a protective tariff to shield northern industries, which raised prices on imported goods like textiles and iron. For low-income families, especially in the South and rural areas, this meant higher costs for essential goods without corresponding wage increase. The tariffs disproportionately burdened poorer households relying on affordable imports, exacerbating economic hardships and fueling resentment against federal overreach. That's John Quincy Adams, though, man. Good fucking guy.
All right, I found it.
Quality.
MIT scientists created a psychopath AI by feeding it violent content from Reddit.
That would do it.
Nice.
And the first comment, what the fuck? Yeah.
You go on Reddit for like 4 hours and you'll be fucking pissed off too.
you need therapy if you go on
Yeah.
Reddit for that long. Like seriously.
It's a fucking nightmare over there, and
And you
everybody's
start
just
questioning
posting for karma
everything.
and upvotes and shit, and it's just so
Also,
weird.
it is wild. So the video I was trying to share, this language guy, he starts speaking to um, Chat GPT in computer language. And ChatGPT actually responds to him in English, and he's speaking to him in ones and zeros, and he's using other forms of actual computer language to speak to ChatGPT, and then GPT eventually responds, and they get into a conversation about AI taking over the world, and ChatGPT just eventually plays it off. But it led me to this, which is
Rabbit
just
hole, rabbit
wild.
hole.
Rabbit hole. What are AI deadbots? AI deadbots, also known as grief bots or post-mortem avatars, are artificial intelligence chatbots designed to simulate conversations with deceased individuals. They use machine learning to mimic
No.
the personality, language patterns, voice, and even mannerisms of a dead person based on their digital footprint, such as emails, text messages, social media posts, voice recordings, photos, and videos. Goal is to provide comfort to grieving loved ones,
No, hell
allow them to
no,
interact with
hell
departed
fucking
as if they are
no.
still
Fuck that.
present.
Mm-mm.
However, the technology raises profound ethical, psychological, and societal concerns, including the risk of emotional manipulation, prolonged grief, and commercial exploitation.
Oh, that's so
Data
fucking
collection,
creepy.
AI training, interaction, engages in real-time chats, voice calls, or video simulations. Advanced versions like those from Deep Brain AI create holographic or video avatars with up to 96.5% likeliness accuracy.
I feel like Max Headroom is gonna glitch out right here or something.
Yeah.
Project
Mm-mm.
December uses AI to recreate deceased loved ones from text data. Hereafter AI, founded by this guy, after his father's death, turns audio recordings into interactive chatbots. User record life stories and the AI generates responses. Storyfile creates video-based bots from hours of footage it immortalized actor William Shatner in 2021. Platforms like Glow and those from Fushoyan, saying that maybe right, allow users to create avatars for tomb sweeping festivals. 2,000 users paying $7.20 a month for voice-enabled bots, sometimes used to hide deaths from elderly relatives. Microsoft's patent described chatbots that resurrect people using social data through the company has called the idea disturbing and no current plans. So benefits and potential positives, bullshit. Risks and ethical concerns. Obviously, all kinds. I mean, it's crazy, crazy, crazy concept, but this is an actual thing that's happening right now, and the companies are creating these AI death
That's
bots.
a no for me. That's
It's a
just
no for
too.
me too.
That's
Yeah.
just too creepy. And
Can I
and
opt out of
and
this service?
then you get into this. You're grieving. Your loved one has died, and you've got
Mhm.
this AI talking to you, and you get into this vicious cycle where you can't let go, and that's all you want to do is talk to the imitation loved one. Like that, that's more Matrix shit right
I don't
there.
like this world.
No, they're reporting now that a private plane left Provo Airport an hour after the shooting. Provo Airport is a 12-minute drive from Utah University, and it
It's right there.
illegally dropped off its ADS/B, which shows location, altitude, speed, air traffic control. It
These
illegally
black box.
dropped off 30 minutes into the flight and then reappeared 45 minutes later heading back to Provo.
Really?
Yeah.
So they dropped him. They dropped off their black box, or turned it off because they couldn't do that. Flew him to somewhere else. The shooter. dropped that person off to wherever he got dropped off. He hopped on another plane, maybe? And then they
Maybe.
flew the plane back to cover it up?
Yeah, we have a tail
That's
number and
wild.
everything for that plane. So.
You can track those too online.
Oh yeah,
There's plenty of.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
can see every
There's
plane that's
websites.
in the air over the United States at any given moment.
My wife got stuck
And the
on that for
tail
like 3
number.
months. Just always just.
I did too when
I was in
that
that.
plane crash happened in Washington.
Jeez. But
What was his name? What was that
NBC,
guy's
way
name?
down that rabbit hole.
I don't remember his
What was
name.
that
I
guy's
remember.
name? You remember him?
that
Watch
was
his YouTube videos all the time of the.
Yeah.
I was sucked into that hard for a while.
But
that was so many distractions ago.
all these
Right?
distractions,
Right.
It
That was
just
what 2020, 2018, 2019.
it all just reminds
yeah.
me of the elite, agenda in the takeover for all of the world. And it really just goes back to like I was saying, John Adams, he is a piece of shit. But John Quincy Adams, he was building
Those
on
are
his
so
Federalist
honesty.
era paranoia. Some accused Adams of inheriting a secret plan from his father, John Adams, to restore a monarchy in America, with John Quincy groomed as the heir. This tied into, broader 1790s Illuminati panics where Federalists like the Adams were smeared as plotting with European secret societies to undermine the Republic. John Quincy, as a diplomat and Secretary of State, was lumped in as part of an aristocratic conspiracy against Jeffersonian democracy. No evidence totally supports it, but it definitely reflected, early American fears of his elite dynasties and, the things that he was doing. It just is what it is, just,
It's just what it is.
presidents just, being a part of the Illuminati and just fucking over society. No big deal.
So it's just that we have social media and platforms like X now that we're actually realizing it, but they've been doing it for 200 years.
I think so.
Next, you're
That's
going to
what's
tell me
happened.
that the founding fathers and the whole premise of the United States is just a farce, and that the entire time we've been played by foreign adversaries.
Potentially.
Potentially.
I mean, there is a little small tidbit in the American Revolution actually being fueled upon the elite oligarchs of American society who wanted to push back against the crown, and they wanted their own personal freedom to do whatever the fuck they wanted in this country, but not everybody in this country. Definitely not everybody, just them, and it's
Just
worked out
them,
well for
right.
them for about 250 years. So.
I
Wild.
found another
No big
image.
deal.
Somebody found this bush on the campus lined up
Is it a
with.
burning bush?
No, hold on. Hold on.
Wasn't sure where we were
I
going.
want Brad's take on this as military. Okay, here's the.
Oh, wait.
See this bush right here? Up here?
You mean that ghillie suit?
Exact. Now look. There it is again.
Bro, that's not a random bush on the roof.
And there it is.
Come on.
What do you think about that, Brad?
You got to get a matching hat or something.
Yeah, he
and maybe put some makeup on your face.
We had
that is
we had
suspect
masks
for real.
Oh my god!
I don't get it. Like
it's a person-shaped bush.
Face masks that we could conceal ourselves with. You could see through them and stuff. I mean, I still have
So
mine.
I used one of those paintball.
Yeah. So you got to have those. Like, I don't understand why. It's 2025, bro. You got to get your ghillie suit off of, like, you can't be ordering from Temu. You can't be ordering from Amazon. You got to go, like,
That's
right
a
to the
good
Army
meme right
Navy
there.
store. Like, this fucking.
That's a good meme. When you order your ghillie suit from Temu.
It's not funny.
So
So
that
would be 3. Okay, so we've got the dude on the roof. We've got the dude doing the
hat.
signals. we have the old guy. We haven't even talked about the old guy, the original distraction.
Right? That
That
was weird.
started screaming that he shot him and he has no gun. And they arrest this old guy only to release him later because he was just a distraction. And now we have a bush that looks like a person in a ghillie suit in a random location, perfectly lined up with the tent.
We cannot call
That
that
was
a
the
bush.
rangefinder.
That is not a bush. That's a people person.
That was the rangefinder.
People-y person.
That was the guy getting the distance for the shooter.
Waiting. He
Right?
was the spotter waiting for the code, and then he told the
Or
guy on the roof, "It's a go," or
Sure.
now.
That makes sense
Or,
too.
oh my God,
It's so
we are
wild.
living in a simulation.
So wild.
What is that? Oh, I'm still
Crazy
on the
time.
show, honey.
Oh, we
We got
wrapping up.
4 minutes left. Tell
My
him to hold on. We're about to wrap it up.
my son made me macaroni and cheese.
Hell yeah.
Oh,
He's
that's
so sweet.
That's really sweet.
Oh
said-
man.
Man, yeah.
he's-
So we got.
Go ahead.
You said what?
He said you
Um,
asked me to make you dinner.
Mm.
He's so sweet. It's like 50-50. I want to kill him, and then it's like, oh my God, I love him so much. It's
Parenting?
50-50 which one it's going to be at any given moment.
Yeah.
Is that parenting in a nutshell?
Right?
Yeah.
I don't know.
It is 50-50 all the time.
I think there's a good mix of emotions, but there's a little bit of like every parent that's like, I should just punch the fucking shit out of you. And like
Fucking throat punch you.
that 2 seconds of thought before we actually do it releases so much stress, and it's like it's like taking a Xanax for us parents, you know, like just the thought that I could just take you the fuck out just calms us down so much, you know, and like we're good with after that. But like we have to think about it like at least once or twice a day.
When he became a teenager, he started running before I could whack him. He would run, and he would like out the door, across the front yard. He would run, and I can't chase him. Like there was one day I was freaking throwing shoes at him because I was so mad because he was running. I couldn't whack him, and so I had this thought: I'm gonna get me a freaking taser, the one with the prongs that shoots like 30 feet. And when you run, I'm just going to hit you, and I'm just going to hitting you until you like pee your pants and you're wadded up in the fetal position, and then you won't run again.
Oh my God.
But I didn't get the taser. No.
Sometimes you got to do it though.
I wanted to. Yeah, I really wanted to. But he made me macaroni and cheese tonight, so
we're all even now.
We're not even close. Yeah, this is not even close.
Oh my God. What a day. What a night.
What a great show tonight, you guys. We covered a lot of ground. We have like 2 minutes. I talked about this in the pre-show, Brad, and I didn't get really positive results from my theory from Investigator and Cash, but I run it by you. Maybe you could swing it by Dale. So I watched a video. There's an Italian scientists that have been going over the clot shot. They've been doing research, people that have died, and they have discovered that the spike proteins are destroying the pineal gland.
Sure.
Which controls emotions. It'll totally change your personality. It also controls hormones. So in 2020, atrazine, the one that the pesticide that turns the frogs gay, pesticide, no, it's a weed killer, whatever it is. It's in something like 79% of our groundwater now because They're putting
Mm.
it on everything. It was banned up until 2020, and they unbanned it in 2020 conveniently, right when the mRNA vaccine was released that destroys your pineal gland, fucks with your hormones. Atrazine fucks with your hormones. And then the whole transgender ideology shit started flooding everything all at the same time. It was like the trifecta to build these transgender killers that are popping up everywhere now.
Well, I think it's a multifold issue that circles in around one solution, and the solution is population control. You need to
Bill
minimize the
Gates.
growth of the population because humans are spreading like a virus, and it's true. We can't have all these people out here doing all this people shit.
Yeah, this is a
It's
whole
insane.
world, but we need it to be
Um,
smaller.
and
Yeah.
ethically, you could say things like, "Oh, we'll impose a two-child, max, and do some crazy
Like
shit like
China.
China," but that doesn't sound right. People get all defensive and butthurt.
Oh
But if you
no.
just like start psychological warfare amongst your citizens, so that families don't really exist
Kill the
anymore.
nuclear family.
Right. You get rid of the idea of, a mother and a father coming together. You take all that out of social media and you start putting in, all these independent women and, all these men talking about, oh, you just need to focus on finances and don't worry about, growing a family and all that stuff. And now you're slowing the reproduction scale, much faster than you can
Sure.
possibly fathom than even trying to impose some sort of 2-kid maximum. No. You're not threatening our existence. You're just taking it away in a different way. So, I think that's something that we have to look at and consider.
There's some about it. Trans people
But
aren't really having babies.
right,
No.
And coming back to the pineal gland, I mean, it's been shown that the pineal gland it's affected by heavy metals that when you ingest it, it calcifies it.
So
Calcifies the pineal gland.
that's the mercury and the aluminum in the shots are affecting
but
it, and then the
Mercury, aluminum, copper.
the spike protein like literally attacks it,
Mhm.
and what these Italian scientists discovered, every single person that had died from the shots, when they autopsied them, their pineal gland was freaking gone,
see, but
completely destroyed.
this
Sure.
works very well with the military complex because I don't care how you feel about it, and maybe I'm the bad guy, right? Because I'm the one who's going to say it, but I'm not the one who's doing it. Let's remember that. We need fighters. We need fighters. We don't need thinkers. We don't need intelligent people.
Mm.
We need emotionally responsive fighters. That's what we need in our military.
Sure.
And who's better? And I know that we're like, oh, we can't have trans people in the army and all that. So we'll come around. We'll come around in 10, 15 years. Bet we ain't even going to fucking worry about it. And it's not even going to matter. All we need is just people who can't think and who just want to kill. They don't even know why they want to kill, but maybe they're Jewish, maybe they're
Sure.
Muslim, maybe they're Russian, maybe they're our fucking brother and sister, maybe there's somebody that we actually don't like. Who fucking knows? We just want to kill
Well,
them.
they're not Russian because Putin won't allow that in his country.
No, and so, but if we need to fight them, right? You need some angry people, and that's what I'm saying.
And that's
Right.
what they're
Sure.
producing a ton of angry people.
You need high anxiety. If you want to be combat effective, you need to have anxiety to survive the combat field. You're not going to survive a combat situation if you do not have high alertness. People with anxiety have high levels of alertness, so much more so than you guys wouldn't even fathom. It's fucking insane when you're trying to operate on the combat field. And if you don't have anxiety, you ain't going to
Sure.
last. Who has anxiety? Trans people, people with hormone deficiencies, people without a pituitary gland. So, if it's good stuff. Everybody's going to be fine. Not the poor
Pineal
people.
gland, though, is. Did you guys ever watch Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas or read the
Oh
book?
my God,
few
I
times.
love that movie.
That's the drug that they. That's the drug that they do mid movie, where he sees the guy as his friend is a big demon creature. That's also the drug that the Illuminati is supposedly pulling out of people to eat and do these
You
crazy
mean
Illuminati.
adrenochrome?
It's adrenochrome.
Adrenochrome.
It's where our adrenaline is produced and pumped into our brain. Is from the pineal gland. It's right here. It's also in
Well,
spiritual concepts and spiritual religions. It's also one of the most powerful points. That's our third eye.
yeah.
That's where you get your third eye. That's where you get your insight into the spiritual and the energetic world around you. It's from the pineal gland.
So when
It's
all
one of the
those
most powerful
people,
things in us.
so when all those people were saying that the shot was going to kill the God gene, they were talking about
Mm-hmm.
your
You
third
know,
eye.
and I know this is only loosely
Layers,
related, but
layers
like,
Does
upon
that bring us
layers.
back to a presidential thing before we get out of here?
Oh Lord, are we gonna
no,
hit? You haven't said a single thing about Abe Lincoln tonight.
well, what I'll come back to Abe Lincoln eventually, but you know, I was going down this whole rabbit hole because I watched the Netflix documentary on that Brian Johnston guy, the super rich guy who's trying to live forever or whatever the fuck he's doing,
I
and
didn't see it.
it's a crazy rabbit hole because it basically talks about all the things that the billionaires are trying to do these days to stay young or rejuvenate their health, and this guy had a whole
Adrenochrome.
well, he was getting plasma from his kid, right? Putting the plasma in his body, and then he was taking the plasma from his body and then giving it to his dad. And I'm just thinking to myself, like, this is insane. But
Oh,
then the
I saw
Netflix,
something about that.
yeah, the Netflix documentary goes on to say that, you know, in Silicon Valley, these rich people, they just have plasma boys. Plasma boys are a very common thing. And my mind's just like racing, like, so you got little girls you can go and diddle in the Epstein Island. You got boys you can steal plasma from. We all know that they're organ harvesting, you know, and like we just don't talk about what country they're stealing people's organs from. And I can't even get fucking
Venezuela.
free healthcare. Like, are we fucking insane right now, bro? Like, I gotta pay fucking $15 for Tylenol, and these motherfuckers have plasma boys and fucking can get a free kidney whenever the fuck they want from Argentina. Like, this is fucking ridiculous. And they're gonna, you know, ban abortions and women can't even get the why? So they can get
But
fucking free
they're gonna
adrenochrome?
harvest. They're gonna harvest the aborted babies.
This is my problem. We gotta burn the whole thing down.
I've been
Right?
saying it
We
for a
do.
while. It's time to burn it down and start over.
Everybody who makes $1
Not
million,
just
fucking
we'll never
burn
know
it
the
all
names of
down
these
and
people,
start
though. You
over.
remember when the idea of the Illuminati was like a crazy conspiracy theory, and now it's
very
all
cringe.
coming to light?
You know, I
Big
need some
time.
new conspiracy theories because all of mine have come true.
Yep.
I know. I hate
I'll
it.
just factually correct at this point. But
All right.
You know, I was told I was nuts when I was talking about adrenochrome 15 years ago.
Well, you know,
And now it's like common knowledge that they're doing it.
I mean, 15 years ago, we were all getting out of our Coke days and stuff like that. So, you know, pardon us. We were living life
Speak
on
for
a different
yourself.
plane of existence. So,
Who says we got out of them?
Coke's too expensive.
But
Like,
still,
nobody's going back to that right now.
I'm still the only one in the group who's never done any kind of powder drugs. Crazy.
Not
Miami Vice, Miami Vice, man.
You missed the golden era
Tubbs
of
and
it. So
Crockett made it mainstream,
so.
right?
if I ever get my hands on that medical grade stuff, we'll do something. But
you let me know.
I ain't messing with that street grade stuff anymore. No, sir. Mm-mm.
All right.
All right.
We had a
We
good
went
show.
a little over tonight, but we covered
That's
a lot
right.
of ground. Thank you, everyone.
Thanks everybody for sticking
joining
around.
us.
Yeah, we appreciate your support.
Good night.
And we'll see you next week.
Yeah, we came up from the bottom, now we top tier. Brendo and Cashman, everyone give a cheer. Higher values in the game, we're the pioneers. Speaking loud, raising high, forget all the fear. Yeah, this is the moment, we let the world know. Values that matter, let the truth flow. Brendo and Cashman, we rise and we thrive. With higher values, we keep the vibe alive. Tune into the truth, let the wisdom arrive. In the heart of the South, watch our dreams collide. Every episode hitting like we just dropped heat. From the streets to the booth, hear the rhythm and beat. Discussions ignite, in the zone we compete. Connecting with the fan, feel that community heat. We keep it real, never play pretend. This journey of ours will never end. Randall and Cash, man, we rise and we thrive. With higher values, we keep the vibe alive. Tune into the truth, let the wisdom arrive. In the heart of the South, watch our dreams collide. Every episode hitting like we just dropped heat. From the streets to the booth, hear the rhythm and beat. Discussions ignite, in the zone we compete. Connecting with the fan, feel that community heat. We keep it real, never play pretend. This journey of ours will never end. From the mic to the world, we uplift and inspire. Thanks for riding with us, let's take it higher.
Okay, so strap in, strap on. We're getting ready to go past moon, straight to Uranus.